Alright, ready?
Uh-huh.
I still get nervous starting the show for
I know
some
you
reason.
do. It's so cute.
It's adorable.
It is. It really is.
You ready?
Ready.
Happy Thursday, everyone. It is time for issue 3 of Geek Pop Podcast. I am here with Josh, who's giggling at my intro already.
What's up, everybody? Alright, that was, again, adorable. Like, happy Thursday, everyone. Like, you sound like something that I would be watching, like, sitting in the dentist waiting room. Like that built-in, like in-house TV channel where it's always like, this is what your teeth look like, and now let's watch a cartoon, because we're all happy. Like, that's what it reminded me of.
Happy Thursday, everyone. Welcome to the Geek Pop channel here on the internet.
Well, now I'm suddenly in your sex dungeon
Today
or something.
will be... Goldar's portable sex dungeon hashtag is coming back tonight.
Yay!
Josh.
Tobias.
Tonight is another great night for some stories.
Yes, that's...
Some news, holidays, and questions. Josh, I've had a big week in retail this week. That's what most of my life stories are about to entail.
Yeah, you've done some shopping this past week?
I've done some shopping. And every place I went to shop has been a goddamn fucking incident.
Alright. Is this because you're a complete loser that's not fit for society, or...
Nah, maybe one.
Okay.
On one of them, I pulled a you, I feel like, but we can discuss that when the story comes up.
me. Screw you.
So I went to Walmart, Josh, to buy a nice pair of shades and a new pair of shorts.
First of all, before we get to this, why do you feel like you need new shades?
I don't have any sunglasses.
Why do you need sunglasses at all?
Well, because I wear glasses usually, and I want to buy prescription ones, but I want sunglasses now. So I want to buy sunglasses.
Sunglasses are like chapstick. Like, you don't need them until you start using them, and then you always need them.
Oh, I always need them. So I was trying to kill time at lunch. I went to Walmart. I found sunglasses. I found shorts. I walked up, gave them to the girl to ring out. She scans the shorts and says, "Cannot sell this item." So she shoots me a look, and I shoot her a look. She hits clear. She swipes them again, and she goes, "Oh, it says I can't sell them to you." And I just stared at her because it wasn't like I was buying like medicine without a license or any kind of bullshit like that. It's a goddamn pair of shorts. They got like those on the rack. So I was looking at her, and I was like, "Did you break it?" And she just stares at me. So she looks at me, and she was like, "Well, I can't ring them up because it says I can't sell them to you." So I just stare at her again. Like, I'm waiting for the end game of, like, I'm going to call my manager over here. Like, I'll just punch him in manually. But we just keep staring at each other with the most awkward glances of, like, who's going to make the first move here?
I love that she thinks that puts the ball back in your court. Like, well, I can't sell them to you, so now you have to make a decision. Like, it's not your problem yet, still.
I made my decision. I'm going to stand here until you fucking call a manager over here and take care of these goddamn shorts for me.
No, I mean, your decision was, I found an item in the store and I would like to purchase it. Like, that's the only decision you had to make here.
My job was done, I felt like.
It was,
so
yeah.
But so, eventually she's like, "I guess I'll call the manager over here."
No shit.
And I was like, okay. So she called the manager over, and she's like, "It says I can't," she says like, it won't, item can't be sold or something like that. The manager just walks over and goes, "Oh yeah, we can't sell them, I'll put them back." And just grabs him from the thing and just walks away.
What?
Like I've worked in retail for most of my life. That was never an option for me. It was punch in a fake number, make the customer happy, find a tag that was the same. But then she just walked away, and the girl was like, "It'll be $15 for your sunglasses." And I just stared at her. I was like, "What the fuck just happened here?"
Did you ask her that?
No, but I'm sure with the look I gave her of like pretty much the entire time she was getting like giving me dirty looks. I'm sure I was giving her dirty looks. But I've never had a moment in like a retail thing like that where they're just like, "Oh, fuck the customer, I'm out."
That is a full on like let's pull the chute, like we're bailing out of this whole plane. Like, I don't know, can't sell them. I'm gonna go put them back on the rack so some other fool can do the same thing. Like,
yeah, but it's like, or why couldn't the manager figure out how to like activate it? Like, come with me to customer service real quick, sir, if you don't mind.
Yeah,
let me try to make the customer happy and resolve this for you.
Or like,
not just like
a
fuck
similar
you.
pair and like, you know, like, oh, holy crap.
Or you know, like when people say on the internet that stupid joke of "I saw a spider burn their house down."
Yes.
That was what she did. That's exactly what she did. She was like, "We can't sell this. I'm burning the entire sale to the ground. Fuck this kid. He gets nothing today."
Here would have been your best retort to this. Let her like walk off with the shorts. You stare at the cashier, have her say like $15, and then say, "Oh no, those shorts and glasses were a pair."
No, this was a set.
Yeah.
Don't you know? I honestly have no fucking clue what's going on here today. Can you just like ring them together for me? You know, like $25 total, or
even just try to convince her that now that you can't own those shorts, you have no need for those glasses.
I wanted both together.
They match each other perfectly.
They did. I got white sunglasses because they go with like, I feel like they go with the beard. I have a dark beard.
You what a douche.
Dude, it was an ensemble. It was a fucking ensemble. And now it's gone. Now it's taken away from me.
I like how I called you a douche, and your combat for being a douche was using the word ensemble. That doesn't help your case.
I didn't even acknowledge you calling me a douche, to be honest with you. I just kept talking. Yeah. If you actually noticed, I just kept talking over you.
Yeah, that's life. That's every day. Well, that's yeah. I would have probably not bought anything out of anger. I probably would have been like, well, fuck you and your glasses then, and I would have walked out.
If I didn't want them so bad, or if I didn't want to just spend money for some reason, I probably would have. I had an itch of like, I want to drop some money today.
Why do you think they have that can't sell thing? Like, it's not that she couldn't look up the price. It literally came up and told her that she couldn't sell them, right?
Yeah, so
is there like a recall on those shorts? Like, what's going on?
Realistically, I think that she thought I would have looked too good in the shorts, and for the safety of the world, they just couldn't sell them to me.
Realistic.
Like, it was like a safety precaution.
Yeah, or maybe it was just like, listen, if we put these shorts on him, then everyone will.
He's gonna go full douche. He's gonna go full douche.
Listen, these glasses, he's about 80%. He puts those shorts on, it's all the way.
We hit threat level orange with this. We can't let this hit red.
He's already given me the fuck me eyes. Like, I don't know.
No. They were definitely not fuck me eyes at the Walmart girl. They were, what the fuck is going on with these shorts right now? I mean, realistically, they probably bought them and never checked them in, or someone didn't scan them in properly.
Still, though, some way they could make you walk out of that store with those shorts. They could have gotten that done for you.
Fuck you, old lady that was working there, just took them out of that girl's hand.
Yeah.
Fuck both of you. Yeah. So, following this, I think this was either the next night or the same night.
Okay.
Because, Josh, this is all building up to lots of stories. I went to the pet store to buy the dog some food.
Okay.
This is a short story. I was just intimidated by the cashier.
The cashier?
Yeah, we'll get there.
Okay.
So I bought a 12-pound bag of dog food for the dog.
Okay.
I carried it up to the cashier in one hand, just gripping the bag. Like, it's pretty easy. Like, 12 pounds
12
in a
pounds,
bag.
yeah. We usually get 50 pounds.
Yeah, or I usually buy more when I want.
None of that 12 pounds.
Josh loves eating dog food. He needs a lot of it. 3 cups a day.
Listen, if I buy a 12-pound bag, I'm out in like 2 days.
But so I take it up. I put it on the conveyor belt, so she scans it. Go through that whole spiel. She rings me up and she looks at me and goes, "Do you want someone to help you carry this outside?" And for whatever reason,
shots fired.
I know. For whatever reason, I hit this weird fucking nerve of like, I buy like 40-pound bags. Are usually I just throw them on my shoulder and just walk up. Like, they're not heavy. You just function yourself. Not function yourself. You just put them on your shoulder, adjust it properly,
sure,
and you're good to go. And I mean, like, I'm a skinnier dude, but like, I'm not that fucking scrawny where it's like, this fucking 12-pound bag of dog food. Oh, I'm so exhausted right now. Oh my god, have a real man or a small girl carry this outside for me.
Or a small girl. Do you have like a half-sized person that can help me out?
Do you have a younger sister who's like 12 that can like help me to the car with this? I'm fucking exhausted, man.
Fetch the stock girl.
And that was only really infuriating because like, I think about the things I can pick up. Like, I can throw a girl on my shoulder pretty easy.
Oh, dear Lord.
So, sure. Josh, some of them like it.
No, they don't. No one likes
it. Hashtag life tips. Anyway.
Hashtag
but like,
no one likes you. That's
fine.
That's my life too.
But, like, if I can pick up people, I can pick up a fucking 12-pound bag of dog food.
Yeah.
And I was just like, how am I coming off to this girl where she's like, this guy can't lift a fucking bag of dog food?
Was it just like here's the default thing I say to everyone? Or was it like, she did I want to know if she assessed you and then gave you the option? Or if it was just like I throw that out to every customer?
My snap judgment, just because of my pride, was I assessed this guy. He can't do this shit by himself. He needs help.
That's awesome. Because I've
or that was her pickup line.
That was a pickup line?
Or she might have been like, do you need help carrying this out? And if I'd been like, yes, she'd have been like, okay, I'll help you. And walked out with me.
Ooh, and then she would have gotten in your truck and left with you.
Then she would have thrown the bag of dog food in the car, and I'd be like, okay, bye.
I like in this scenario that she would still be carrying the dog food. Like, do you need some help out with that? And it's all a ploy, but she still carries it.
No, I mean, if she's gonna offer it, I'm gonna be, and I have to like put my pride aside and be like, yes, carry this outside for me. She's fucking carrying that bag of dog food then. Do
you think that'd be a really great way to like, how'd you guys meet? Well, I carried his 12-pound of dog food outside, and it was love at first carry. I don't know. I really
Some people would say she emasculated me almost immediately. Not me. I was like, man, she can carry my dog food. This is a sign.
really set the tone for this relationship. I was trying to buy shorts earlier. I couldn't, so clearly she wears the pants. I don't know.
She does real work at her job. I really don't. She loves things. I don't.
I just hang out. I just hang out and watch Dota all day.
It's the female man I've always wanted in my life.
That's really, I think, what we both need. We need someone who's more mature, more responsible, and stronger than we are. It's really.
Maybe she'll cut the grass for me. I gotta do that shit still.
Oh man, if someone would just do my chores, yeah, it'd be over.
That'd be the best. That's exactly what I need, I think.
I've had the cashier though where it is just autopilot, where you'll go up and like for example, there's this one store right here that will ask you if you have any coupons, like every single time, right? So you always have to say no because I never have coupons because who has the time for coupons anyway? Like I had this one guy one time who literally asked me that question 3 times. It was like right at the start of the thing, you have any coupons? No. And then like he just like was mindlessly scanning, asked me again, no. 3rd time he asked me, I said no, and he's like, I've already asked you that? I'm like, yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah, so that guy was steps away from just, I think, shooting himself. That's all I know. Just, he was done.
My favorite, like, instinct thing along those lines is, have you ever had the moment where you have a waitress or a waiter and they're like, enjoy your meal, and you say thanks, you too? Just by, like, snap judgment?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm glad I'm not the only one. But that's always the most awkward, because I usually pick up on the fact I did it immediately afterwards. But it's just instinct. I want to be polite and say, like, oh, thanks, have a nice day. Yeah. We're like, oh, enjoy the movie. Thanks, you too. And they give you that look of, like, I'm standing here ripping your ticket, asshole. Yep. How about you, pay attention a little bit better?
So I do that constantly. Constantly. Like, I'd always be like, enjoy your flight. Thanks, you too. Like, oh, okay, yep.
Well, they actually might be on the flight, though. That might be okay.
No, it's like the people, like the counter, like the front counter, the one that gives me my tickets. Okay. Like, I've done that to them before. Like, enjoy your flight. You too. Oh, you're not going anywhere. Yep. That's.
I would hope that they overlook my stupidity for my politeness.
Yeah, right? You'd think you get extra points for the politeness, even if it's not technically accurate or, sensible. At least, like, the fact that you gave it the A for effort, right?
So, the next retail story, Josh, today's filled. We're at 3 of 6 right now.
Wow.
3 of 6. I hope everyone finds this entertaining, because if not, I guess we're fucked.
Because this is all Toby does in his life.
This was my week. I went to Target the other night.
Okay.
I think that was to buy things to clean up after the dogs. He's a fucking asshole, destroys my house every day.
Yeah.
That's a whole different story. That can be next week when I tell dog stories or some other bullshit. So I'm at Target.
I think your dog just rages against the machine, first of all. I think that's all.
He hates everything. Probably.
Your dog is punk rock.
Yeah.
Go on.
But I was just walking up the aisle, and all of a sudden I hear 2 people screaming at each other. So I was trying to get as close as possible to the fight, because that's entertaining to me.
Yeah.
But the dude's like, I thought you brought the fucking coupon for this shit. Like, full volume in Target. Damn. So I'm, like, smirking and trying to walk away, and she's yelling back at him, like, why the fuck would I have done this? I fucking told you that we weren't going to buy this tonight. And there's, like, full-blown, like, F-bombs in the middle of Target.
Holy crap.
And this is, like, 7 or 8 o'clock at night, so I was really waiting for the manager to stroll by and, like, put a stop to it.
Yeah.
But just full-blown couple fight of, like, F-bombs and this is shit, shut the fuck up. Greatest thing ever.
And that was their version of their in-public fight, too. Like, Can you imagine how bad it would be if that happened alone with those two? Holy crap.
I mean, maybe I'll give them props for having the same relationship both in and outside the house. They should probably tone down the outside one a little bit.
Maybe just a little. Do you think they cleared that up, or do you think that was the end of the relationship happening right there?
If the end of the relationship was like a coupon for orange juice or some shit, they're probably better off not being in that relationship.
Well, I mean, like, there's something to be said for, like, the straw that broke the camel's back, right? Like, I might be screaming about coupons for orange juice, but really I'm talking about, everything else.
You fucking cheating on me the past 3 weeks.
Exactly.
The orange juice is a metaphor for you being a piece of shit to me for the past 5 months.
I'm screaming about from the first time we met when you carried that 12-pound of dog food for me, and I haven't felt like a man since, and yeah.
I've been so mad at you since then. I told you it was cute. I was fucking lying to you. I fucking hate the fact you carried that dog food out for me. I fucking hated it. I hated it then. I hate it even more now. My friends call me dog food now. Fuck you.
Friends call me dog food. That's not even clever. It's just like we just picked out an item involved in the story. We started calling you it. Toby, this brings to mind another couples yelling at each other story in my life, which I feel like it's something I don't get to hear very often. Like, it doesn't happen too often. But this one time, this was at my last apartment. We had a big, huge ice storm, okay? So everything was, like, iced over. And this was like 3 a.m, and I heard screaming outside my window. So I opened the window, of course, naturally, so I can get involved. And
I want to know what's going on, so I know when to call the cops.
Well, yeah, I mean, honestly, because I was just at the top of their lungs screaming. So it was iced over. Somehow this idiot guy had driven his car here, which must have been the most dangerous thing in the world. And they were screaming about some other girl. So it was a guy and a girl screaming about some other girl. And he ended up driving away, and she was still there screaming, and she ended her screaming with, "What did I do to deserve this?" at the top of her lungs. So then I laughed, and I think she heard me, so I closed the window real fast.
Oh, God.
But it was pretty intense, to say the least.
Up next, Josh, I had to call Dell the other day for work.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a computer person for a living. I like to hope that I don't give off the full-blown, nerdy, geeky computer person. I probably do. I mean, my fucking online living is Let's Plays and podcasts and shit. Yeah. So I'm probably really half step away.
Well, I feel like with me and you, it's below the surface. I feel like we can at least pretend like we're normal people until you're like, "Hey, what you playing on your iPod?" "I don't know, it's wrestling themes. I'm a nerd."
Never mind. It's just a song.
But at least first glance and first interaction, maybe we're not super nerdy. I don't know.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Josh, if you had to pick one super nerdy thing that you'd say when this person does this one personality trait, they are by default a nerd, what would you pick?
Let's see. An inherently nerdy personality trait. I think it's when people, if someone says something and then doesn't get maybe the response he wants or doesn't wait long enough for a response and instantly starts laughing at his own joke, which is maybe something that you and I do, but
I heard your voice crack when you started to giggle when you said that, and I feel like you pulled back real quick on the reins.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I'm about to laugh at my joke. Whoa, easy.
No, there's a way they do it though. There's an awkwardness about it that is hard to explain. So that's one thing.
That wasn't the one I was going for. I'm not gonna let you founder on this.
Okay, thank you.
So you and I usually go for mouth breather.
Mouth breather is pretty good, yeah.
So the Dell tech support guy, 100% mouth breather. But dude, we asked him simple. It was just a phone call. It wasn't he was running to our place of business and installing things. But the whole time he was talking, it was, let me remote in real quick. Dell WebEx. And just the entire time panting like he was running a fucking treadmill while he was talking to us.
Maybe he was.
I had to mute the fucking phone so I was laughing so hard at him. And that's kind of fucked up to do to somebody, I guess.
What a jerk over here.
But running on a treadmill, 100 degrees outside, running for his life, just panting in the phone. Just panting in the phone. You didn't laugh, right? Yeah, fucking. I'll net myself. Boom.
Panting in the phone.
I thought that was funny. I don't know. I guess that wasn't as good as I thought. Whatever, his fucking mouth breathing the phone, I thought it was funny.
Toby, so here's a secret Josh confession. I worry that I mouth breathe. I can neither confirm nor deny that I do, but I have a lot of allergy problems, and my nose is often very stuffed up, so I worry that I mouth breathe and that I'm one of those people.
It wasn't so much mouth breathing as it was like running a marathon while trying to fix my computer.
It was the being exhausted. You don't know his life. I think he had a treadmill desk. I think he just came back in from his 5K and sat down to help you.
I thought he was riding a bike to power the Dell servers.
Maybe he was. Maybe he is the gerbil.
They went green.
Yeah, they did. And he's the thing. He's the thing that keeps it green.
He's
turning red. He's turning red so they can be green.
But
Yep.
You can laugh at your joke because I did too.
Yeah, as long as you make some remark afterwards, then I that's the okay for me to laugh at my own joke.
There you go. Josh, can you send me money on PayPal?
Not currently. Okay.
Why not?
Well, all right. So here. All right. There's like multiple stories here. First of all, I'm getting into cassettes right now, which so like cassette tapes, like a way to partake of music.
1987
cassette tapes. Apparently, cassette tapes are still a thing, and like record labels are putting out like limited edition cassettes and stuff. And that's just dumb enough that I can really get behind it. So I'm trying to get into some cassettes. So I'm trying to like buy some cassettes, but my ability to waste money on the internet is very hindered right now, Toby, because apparently my PayPal account is locked because I have to prove my identity or something. I don't know.
Why do you think it's locked?
Well, I think it all started when I tried to buy some bitcoins.
Why the fuck would you try to buy bitcoins? Like, what the fuck was your thought process of, I'm going to play this imaginary stock market? That's all I want to know.
Well, So, I wanted to be a Bitcoin robber baron, maybe.
I want to, like, how much were they when you were trying to buy them? I guess is my important question.
Well, okay, that's not relevant. First of all, let me tell you my
I feel like it is, because I feel like if you're trying to buy them at $100, you're an idiot.
I wasn't trying to play the stock market. Okay, so here's the thing. I am currently worth about 23 cents USD in bitcoins, the equivalent
so if I have like 0.0002 bitcoins.
Yeah, I have like 0.2 micro bitcoins, whatever they are. Like, yeah, I don't have much. But anyway, so I was reading about bitcoins, getting interested. And here's when it all started. I think I was on some website and they wouldn't take
real money.
Yeah, there was some weird thing where like they took Bitcoin. So then I was like, oh, I'm gonna freaking pay for this in Bitcoin. So that made me read about Bitcoin. Then that made me yeah.
So step one. Wouldn't a website that only takes imaginary currency be a flag to you?
No, it didn't only take imaginary. I can't remember the.
It took Doge coins. It took Kanye money.
Kanye. No, I can't. No, it took real money too, but they just had the option for Bitcoin. So then I was thinking like, oh, I should know about Bitcoins. I'm a nerd. I should understand how this works, right? So that's
but wanting to know how it works okay, if I could. When I go for dinner tonight,
yeah,
I can either pay them in real money or I can sit here and guess and be like, if I get bitcoins real quick, I wonder if this restaurant will take bitcoins and what the conversion rate is tonight.
Okay.
Like, why? I don't understand the logic between taking the easiest fucking possible step and the most complicated one ever.
There are some fuzzy middle steps between this place takes bitcoin and then trying to tie my bank account to a bitcoin thing. I'll grant you, there are some missing steps in there.
I have to get to the back of my house. Either you can open the door and walk through it or climb over the roof.
Listen,
that roof seems awful tempting. I should learn how roofs work. I really need to get on top of there and see what the fuck's going on. I'm over.
You know what? That's a pretty good analogy for my internet life, basically. But I also took a detour through like free Bitcoin mining sites where like you have to like answer questions and fill out surveys and they give you free Bitcoins, or where like you view ads and then you click buttons and they give you Bitcoins. Like this is some dark side of the internet shit right here. So
I know you're a half step away from Tor and shit. I know.
Yeah, so I was deep into that too. That's how I got my 23 cents from all those things.
God.
And let me tell you, I had to work hard for that 23 cents. Like that was some time commitment.
The only time I ever debated actually mining Bitcoin, for anyone who doesn't know, Bitcoins is, I guess, imaginary real money. Basically, you need a computer to generate these little codes that make tenths of coins, Bitcoins. And then once you get enough, you have a special wallet that holds the money in. You can cash it out like a stock, basically, or something along those lines, right?
Yeah, and the big thing about Bitcoin is, like, their value has fluctuated wildly, like, over the past, year or so, probably.
Well, there's been times where people bought them for, like, 2 cents, and they cashed out, like, $1,500 of Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And apparently, like, one of the founders had, like, 15,000 Bitcoins and lost them, and he threw away his hard drive without realizing his quote-unquote Bitcoin wallet was on that hard drive.
Yeah.
So there's, like, millions of dollars in Bitcoin lost on a random metal hard drive in, like, a dumpster somewhere. It's long gone at this point, but it's like that sort of magic money where, like, anything horrible can happen and it's gone.
And it was that sort of nonsense that made me interested, I think. But yeah, cut to today where my nonsense trying to tie my account to some weird, like, foreign, my PayPal account to my bank account, so that way then I could, get money from some weird Russian free Bitcoin site, made it so I couldn't buy a cassette tape yesterday. That's the life I lead.
Using 2014 technology to buy something from 1982. It's like a full circle. It's like 30 years of nonsense in one day in one transaction.
I'll break it down even farther. Future currency kept me from using modern currency to buy past technology.
You just hit like 5 different generations in one day.
I just got back to the future. That's really what happened.
Hey, we're back from break. Josh, I heard you bought a Josh Coke the other day.
I did buy a Josh Coke. Toby, it was meant to be. I walked into the store. There was a bin. I picked up the first one in the bin. It was upside down. I turned it over and it said Josh. So I took that home with me.
There's a Coke promotion right now, which is called like Share Your Coke, Share Your Life, something like that.
Share Coke with all the people on the street.
Is that what the hell's it called?
I don't know.
Help me out here, brother. Help me out. Anyway, Josh doesn't know. There's a Coke promotion.
Share a Coke.
That you can get. Is that what it is?
That's what I'm going to go with. Let's go with
okay,
Share
it's called
Coke.
It's called hashtag Share a Coke. You can buy Coca-Colas now with all sorts of names on the bottles, much like the vanity license plates you can buy from when you go to like amusement park, shit like that.
Yeah.
Josh, apparently this started last year, but there's people that got so fired up about the not having their name on a Coke bottle
Yeah.
that there's a huge internet outrage, which is why you can like special order your own ones now.
Oh, okay.
This is one of those things to me where the entitlement of the world just fucks with me. I'm 31 years old. I've gone 31 years without having those dumb vanity items with my name on it. Like either my nickname, which is Toby, or my real name, which is Tobias. You said it before, so I don't care anymore. But like, there is never anything ever with my fucking name on it. And I never thought about like, I'm gonna get all beside myself and throw in a temper tantrum and bitch at a company.
This reminds me too of like people that argue on the internet, which is sort of like probably the same people, right? The same people who are screaming about their name not being on a Coke that they had no effect on or don't even have to buy any of. It's the same people that like are arguing in comments on like news articles on the internet. Like, where do they find the energy? Like, how has the world just not beaten you down enough that everything just doesn't just wash over you?
I think that all the beatdowns led to, this is one thing I can lash out against. I'm going to take my opportunity right now. Why the fuck isn't there a Toby Coke? God damn it.
I'm taking Coca-Cola down unless they print a Jamiroquai Coke. I was trying to come up with a weird name that wouldn't be on a Coke.
But their only alternative is even though they sell them here, because obviously you bought one.
I did.
Here being the United States. I guess it's mostly like a United Kingdom's every other country kind of thing.
Is it?
So I can pre-order my own special Toby Coke from the United Kingdoms right now. But it's £5, which is like $8 American, I think.
Yeah, that's probably a pretty accurate conversion. Toby. You shouldn't spend £8 or you shouldn't spend £5 or $8 on a Coke. Putting that.
It has my name on it.
Yeah,
and it's gonna come over all shaken up and from shipping because it's coming from the UK.
I hope it comes over actually busted. Like I hope it just comes over and just a wet package, and then I hope the label's all ripped that said Toby.
It's just ripped in half. They put like fuck right above my name just for the hell of it. They heard the podcast for some reason. It's like, this is that guy that was complaining about us. This is our one chance to get someone back.
We're taking it back. Take this, internet.
I'm gonna lash out against this one consumer.
I bet Coke wishes they could lash out against consumers. I bet every company does. I bet they wish they could just like randomly gun down just one of their customers a year.
Just to get some frustration out?
Yeah, could you imagine all the employees would like rally behind it and get super excited? We took one down! Yeah!
It'd be like reverse Hunger Games or something, where like, it's like 15 employees and one like Coke consumer just hanging out in the woods.
There's just a Coke machine, he wanders up to it, and the game is afoot.
It's just like, and then it's like rocket powered, like where the Coke drops out of. Instead of just dropping, it just shoots out of the machine and just pops him in the face. We got one! We got one! 2014 is in the books!
Oh,
I don't know if it reaches over to you, because I think it's a more East Coasty kind of thing. Do you guys have Jones Soda there?
yeah, we do. Of course we do. Yeah.
I don't fucking know. Don't take that a course thing.
Don't take
Well,
that
of course
tone
we
with
do.
me. Yeah,
I know.
we
You
do.
have
We
that fucking
it.
big blue, too. That big red, or the fuck
Big
we
Red.
talked
Big
about
Red,
before.
man. We've talked about this
Okay.
before. Big Red. It's good.
Anyway, so Jones Soda always had those make your own custom labels.
Yes.
You send in your own pictures and shit.
Yeah.
That's a cheap way to get fucked up things on a soda bottle. So
Yeah.
since I can't get it on a Coke, I think I might roll back to my old ways and get a Jones Soda with like a middle finger on it or something.
All right, so on the Jones Soda, can you actually buy the ones of the picture you send in? Because I thought it was like a contest thing. Like, we might pick your picture, and it might end up on a Jones Soda.
They have special times where
You can order them?
Yeah, where it's like a case of soda, or maybe like two, plus some other shit, where you can get whatever picture you actually want on the label. But in general, I think it's actually a contest where it's like, submit your picture, and they pick the nice artsy ones to put in their bottles.
Yeah, I don't like Jones Soda, just in general. Because they had like a turkey and gravy soda one time. Like, F that.
With my weird, I guess that's what led to like me doing the snacks and stories things when I was finding those weird drinks. I used to always buy the Thanksgiving sets.
Ugh.
And it was like turkey and gravy, broccoli, asparagus. There was like cranberry sauce, which is okay. But it's always 4 of the 5 things are super fucked up that you would never want to drink in soda form.
Yeah.
And it usually tasted like it, and also tasted like kind of like trash.
It sounds like vomit. It sounds like you're just drinking vomit.
I mean, drinking turkey doesn't really sound like an enjoyable thing.
No.
Like soda flavored, or turkey flavored soda.
Think about taking, so I'm picturing taking turkey and gravy and just mashing it up into a liquid form and putting it in a bottle. And that just seems like just pure, like, just cyanide. You're just pouring down your throat at that point. Sounds terrible.
Back in my early internet days, when I was 18, 19 in college, one of my first ideas for how I was going to get internet famous, Josh, so obviously I haven't given up in like 12, 13 years now.
Maybe you should, but go on.
Fuck you. Fine, the podcast is over. Congratulations.
You just hear click and we're done.
Hello? Toby? Hello?
I was just kidding. Toby, you're already internet famous in my heart.
But I was doing, it was more weird food stuff, I guess. It's kind of my go-to, I guess. But there was websites like X Entertainment, where it was just kind of bloggy about stupid stores.
Okay, that sounds like a porn site.
Not triple X Entertainment, just X
Just
Entertainment.
one X, okay.
Yeah. But there's one guy that did this whole entire blog by himself and was like, I tried this today. I went to the beach and played these shitty call games. I did this. So I was inspired to make my own thing like that. And I couldn't tell you the fucking name of it anymore, which is kind of irrelevant. But I did 2 of the things that stick out to me, Josh. Number 1, I did the Hungry Man Challenge, where I tried to eat 2 Hungry Man breakfasts in one sitting.
Okay, what's a Hungry Man breakfast?
Like Hungry Man, the TV dinner thing.
Oh, okay, alright.
But they made breakfast, and it was like 2,500 calories, 2,000% of your sodium for the day.
Good lord.
Blah, 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 blah. So we taped it.
Okay.
Way before YouTube was a thing, I think.
I was gonna say, this is way
I was a
before.
pioneer. I could have been fucking way famous by now if I would have pioneered that shit. But I did that, and I fucking almost died. It was the most disgusting thing ever. I eventually threw up at the end. But the other one, since we're talking about the gross foods, I went to McDonald's and bought the whole dollar menu, which, I mean, tons of people do, which isn't really... It's not really the cool thing.
The whole menu, though? Like everything on it?
All the whole dollar menu.
Okay.
And then I was like, I'm going to make this into one giant sandwich and eat it.
Oh, dear lord.
So I did that, and since there was leftovers with like French fries and random foodstuffs,
Yeah.
we threw it in a blender. I tried to drink it.
Oh, God.
Josh, it smelled like hot trash. It
Yeah.
literally smelled like hot trash. That was even worse than the Hungry Man
Well,
stuff.
like old McDonald's food is pretty much what the smell of hot trash is made of. Like, if you can recognize that smell, I guarantee there's some McDonald's in there somewhere, probably.
There's definitely fast food in there.
Yeah.
It's definitely some sort of biodegraded fake food stuff. Pink slime chicken nuggets.
Food that, like, if you don't eat it within the first hour, it becomes, like, not food anymore.
Yeah, pretty much. Starts melting in front of you.
Yeah. So that's, I mean, like, is that all you did for this, your little weird site?
Those are the big ones. Those are the ones I remember the most. I made, like, fake stories. I did, like, almost like a Let's Play, but just screenshots of Disneyland Adventures for NES. I made my own story. Dude, I tried hard, man. I tried hard on this shit.
You did. Man, I'm impressed. I was probably, at that time, at that age, just, like, talking on comic book message boards or something stupid like that.
If I was 18, you were 13?
Well, I don't mean like the same. I mean like at that age, at 18.
Oh, okay.
God,
okay.
At 13, I was for sure talking on comic book message boards. That's all I was doing on the internet. That and like looking up cheat codes for like my Sega Genesis or something. Whatever game system was out.
Josh, speaking of serial killers.
Wow, well, we weren't though.
Roll with the seg, bitch. You know the routine by now.
How is that a segue? What are you going to pair that with?
Speaking of crazy things people do.
No, I'm going to start off.
Speaking of strange, fucked up trends that lead to other poor life choices later in life.
All right, so Toby, I read a story this week, and I want to know how you would handle this. Okay, so there's this, I guess, the serial killer, right? And he had like a torture chamber in his basement. Okay. You know, as a serial killer is wont to do. So I guess this guy got arrested. I guess we found out he was a serial killer. I guess he wasn't like the greatest serial killer in the world because, you know, he didn't...
Left behind clues?
He left behind some clues. I guess the cops found him. This is all alleged, first of all. And I don't
Allegedly.
know... Allegedly.
We're not trying to get sued for slander here.
We are not. We are not
Allegedly.
trying to do that at all. But anyway, supposedly... I guess the serial killer's mom was trying to rent out his house after he got arrested. So she's really enterprising here. We got his empty house. We're going to make the best of it. She rented it to some poor woman and didn't tell her that, yo, by the way, my son killed like 16 women here in this house. And she gave this woman the serial killer's dining room table.
Awesome. So you probably, like... I mean, first of all, it's not really awesome. It's kind of fucked up. But, like, he probably, like, carved the body on that fucking dining room table. Like, he probably had weird fucked up meals on that table that that nice lady is just eating at. Like,
Let me tell you more about this table, Toby. It was stainless steel.
That's not really a dining room table.
Yeah, who other than a serial killer has a stainless steel dining room table? Nobody.
An autopsy technician?
Yeah, exactly. That is honestly what this table looked like. It looked like you'd put a body on it and strap them down and cut them open, which I guarantee has happened. So this lady didn't know that she
Bleach gets it all out. Sure. I watched a lot of CSI. It gets rid of the fingerprints.
Okay, so you're taking this in stride. But anyway, so alleged serial killer Maury Travis, this was his house. The lady that was in the house now didn't know that, you know, any of the history of the house, didn't know any of the history of the table. She was watching TV one night and saw her house on television. Then not only that, saw crime scene photos and saw her dining room table.
That's fucking amazing.
Okay.
It's amazing because it's not happening to me right now.
Yeah.
Because I'd probably be like creeped the fuck out. But that's fucking amazing. Imagine watching like unsolved mysteries and hear the creepy music that dun 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 dun. June 27th, murder house, and you see a fucking picture of your house on TV, and then you still know what the fuck's going on, and be the craziest fucking thing ever.
Or just like, it's your house, except there's a flaming cross in front, and cop cars all over the yard, and you're like, wait a minute.
You know when, like, the show... I think it's more in movies. I don't think it's actually been on TV. When they say, like, oh, shit, I hear cops outside. They're like, look, these assholes in the news are going to blow up this person's house. And you see, like, the kid walk to the window and wave.
Yeah.
And you see it on TV then, too. It's like one of those moments where, like, there's a serial killer outside this house right now. And it's just like my fucking house. You open the window to see your face on TV.
Yeah, yeah, it's like that video online where the guy is watching TV with a car chase, and then he opens the window, and like they just go by real fast, and then he goes back to the TV, and they just keep going. Yeah,
yeah.
So that's that. And also, so this lady, of course, naturally was pretty freaked out from this whole thing, and then she of course wanted out of her lease because she was renting this place. So the mom, initially told her no, that she wouldn't let her out of it. So then I guess like some organization had to get in play and like talk her into it. But
that seems like a huge lawsuit.
Okay, well,
I think you have to just, like, legally. I think you have to disclose that shit.
So I guess this house was in St. Louis, and apparently in St. Louis you don't have to. Apparently
awesome.
Yeah,
that's how you get away with shit right there.
Exactly. You go and you have your son kill people in St. Louis, and then you can rent the house. But this lady actually said. She said initially the landlord was not willing to let her break her lease. Let's see. Let me find the spot. Anyway, so the landlord actually said her initial statement was that, oh, I mentioned it to the lady that I was renting it to. Like,
she didn't care the first time. I was like, yeah, people might have died here. It's iffy. It's alleged still. It's iffy.
Listen, so
anyway,
anyway,
I'll take $100 off the rent every month. If you just want to move in real quick and hang out, it'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
So here's your key. Anything else? Let's see. Oh yeah, my son murdered like 16 people right on that table. Anyway, have a good night.
If you see any body parts, just push them to the side. The cops will be back to pick that shit up. It's not that big of a deal.
They've really swept everything, so if you just want to toss them right in the bin, that's okay too. In fact, my son would really appreciate it.
If you want to touch everything in the house, just get some extra fingerprints in here for my son. Like touch the knives, especially the knife set. Just use that as much as possible. Maybe accidentally nick yourself. Just DNA is crucial in the 2014. Just
Oh man, yeah. So I would be freaked out too. That would be my end result. I would never stay in that house again. I don't think.
If he's not coming back, I don't know if I would care. I'd be more freaked out about people probably dying in there, but I would. I don't know. So my house, when I bought it, scared the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
Because all the bedrooms in the house had locks on the outside, like deadbolts on the outside.
Oh dear God.
And like old people, like I think the house was bought or up for the market because both of the elder folk passed away and their kids sold it.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, it was only older people living here, and they deadbolted all the doors from the outside. So I don't know what the fuck was happening in this house, but I mean, there's probably fucked up shit that went down here.
Toby, I think you bought a murder house. I think maybe that happened. That's
probably why the dog freaks the fuck out all the time and tries to break out. He sees the fucking ghosts when I'm not here, and then he just fucking snaps.
Yeah, I think, I'm the guy who's, like, terrified of horror movies. Like, I can't watch a horror movie and then go to sleep because I, like, so in my own head about it. I'd be the same way. I'd be like, oh, he's gonna get out of prison. They're gonna declare him not guilty, and he's gonna come here and want his house back, and he's gonna kill me. And then,
well, I mean, if he's not guilty, it's still alleged. He could just be like, I was wrongly accused. I could really use a roommate right now, though. If you want to stay, we'll split the rent, split the utilities. You can keep the bedroom. I'll sleep downstairs. It's cool. No worries.
I'll sleep downstairs. I'm going to use that anyway.
Can I have my table back? I noticed that you bought a new dining room table and you put the other one out in the shed. Can we bring that back inside? Or would you rather I go outside when I eat dinner? Because I really miss my table a lot, to be honest with you.
Listen, maybe you should just stay upstairs and I'll stay in the dungeon. I mean, basement.
I meant to say the dining room. The den. I'll stay in the den. If you want to stay upstairs, it's cool.
I'm really getting into power tools right now, so if you hear any like loud noises or screams, I probably nicked myself. It's okay.
I'm a loud snorer. I'm gonna get this insulation foam that I'm gonna silence out the basement. Don't worry. You won't hear anything coming from downstairs. I will silence this thing. I could probably murder someone down here, and you wouldn't even hear them scream. That's how soundproof I think I'm gonna get this room. You'll love it.
I think if you were ever accused of murder and then you got off, you can never make the like murder people jokes like, oh, I just want to kill him. Or, oh,
fucking O.J. Simpson made a book called "What If I," or it was like he wrote a book called "If I Did It."
If I did it, yeah, because you know why? Because he did it.
If there's ever one red flag of like, you know what, we said he wasn't guilty, he still might be, is when you have proof that says, hey, I'm going to write a fucking 100-page story about what I would have done if I was going to allegedly kill my wife.
I think how that went down was OJ was like, hey, when's the last time someone made an OJ killed his wife joke? Has it been like 2 days? Damn it, I need to write the book. I need to get back out there.
Is it 7 years? Is it not funny anymore? Let's get the jokes back.
Yeah.
I got this as an idea for a book, guys.
No one has made an ironic hashtag out of me in days, so we need to make this happen.
It's all about the hashtags. Josh.
It really is, yeah, in my life, personally.
Josh, every week we like to celebrate life a little bit here at Geek Pop Podcast.
I don't like to. You do. I go along
I love to. Yeah, you roll with the punches like a good friend.
Yeah, I'm enough of your life partner that I will do what you do.
Josh, July 11th is Cheer Up the Lonely Day. Hey,
convenient, since...
It is convenient that it's tomorrow, that I could probably use some cheering up. I'm going to throw an asterisk on that. We'll call that every day. If you want to cheer me and Josh up, you go right ahead. You just throw some Twitter love our way.
Oh, that day's a little too close to real life, Toby.
It's okay, though, because July 12th is Different Colored Eyes Day.
I don't have different colored eyes, do you?
I don't either, but we have different colored eyes.
Oh, so you think it spreads people. You think it's not just one person. It's like, if me and you have different colored eyes, we can celebrate our differences today.
No, I'm almost 100% sure it's for the people that have, like, the dual...
Ebony and Ivory.
Moving on. July 13th, Josh, embrace your geekiness day. It's a big fucking Sunday for everyone that listens to this podcast.
That's every day. Again, lonely and geeky. That's pretty much my daily...
This week is like our week.
This is when we rise up.
Josh, July 13th is also Fool's Paradise Day. You double up on this shit.
Wow.
You do something fucking ridiculous involving your geekiness.
You have to be making
Sunday.
this up because, again, this could not be written more for me.
Oddly, though, Fool's Paradise Day is right before July 14th, National Nude Day. That is the day I will not be celebrating on the internet. No one will be seeing that kind of business, but if you want to come over, maybe you can see it.
You'll be celebrating that right to my Snapchat account.
I'll be Snapchatting Josh nudes all day.
10 seconds of Toby's
Every
dick.
hour
Here
on
we
the
go.
hour. Josh, this one's me doing yard work in the back.
Oh, slinging it over my shoulder. Also the rake.
Josh, July 15th, Cow Appreciation Day. Go out and give a cow a hug.
Or knock them over. This is like a holiday that's like a Trojan horse where you can get out there and cow tip.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna love you.
I tried to hug it, I pushed it over.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I hugged it too hard. Oh, I couldn't handle all of my love. That's
Josh, July 16th, Fresh Spinach Day.
No, F
those
that
words
day.
kind of...
That's not
fuck
a
that
day.
day. Fuck that day. July 17th, Yellow Pig Day.
What?
Yellow Pig Day.
Do you have any more info about Yellow Pig Day?
You know what? I'm gonna hit the internet real quick. Josh, vamp for me.
Okay, so I'm gonna guess what Yellow Pig Day is, and it sounds super racist. Because come on, yellow and pig, those things are generally not, awarded to someone who you really like.
Josh, Yellow Pig Day, July 17th, is a holiday celebrated by mathematicians in recognition of the yellow pig and the number 17.
Again, I feel like we need to dig deeper, because that didn't...
Oh, we're still going, bro. We're still going.
So
the yellow pig is believed to have originated with mathematicians Michael Spivak and David C. Kelly while they were students at Princeton University in the early 1960s. They began listing interesting properties of the number 17, and somehow the 11-eyelashed yellow pig was born.
So it's a number. So it's a 17.
It's about the number 17. Yeah, that makes sense. That is that date.
It's on the 17th. Yep. Checks
and
out.
They love yellow pigs. So the pigs have like 17 eyelashes and shit.
I'm gonna be real with you for a second. Can
this
yellow pigs actually exist?
They exist in ceramic form, apparently.
Is yellow a real color of pigs though? Like I don't know the color spectrum that pigs can be. I know there are pot-bellied pigs. I know there can be black.
Josh, every year, David Kelly gives a lecture on the historical and mathematical properties of the number 17, and his impressive collection of well over 289 17-squared yellow pigs is on display.
Man,
the celebration concludes with the singing of the Yellow Pigs Day carols and the eating of a yellow pig cake.
I hope he's prepared for just the mountains of pussy he's going to get after that lecture.
Yellow Pig Day. That's my whole... That's the carol. I can't... I'm drawing a blank on the freestyle right now.
Sorry, that wasn't so much a carol as you said a couple words in a melodic fashion. That I feel like you need at least 2 lines.
Dashing through the field in a yellow pig pulled sleigh. Over the mud we go, counting all the way.
All right, so you brought it back to math. All right, you know what? I'll give you a 5.5 out of 10 on that one.
Woo! No, how about 17? How about a .17 for Yellow Pig 17 Day?
17 out of 35. There we go.
Done. Josh, at the end of every podcast, we like to do a little segment called Ask Toby and Josh.
Is that what we call the segment now?
That's what we're calling it today. It'll probably change next week.
I feel like we can workshop that a little bit more.
All right.
We can punch that up.
We'll punch it up. Yeah. But if you want to talk to Toby and Josh and hear your question on the internet, broadcast to millions around the world.
The millions and millions listening to Geek Pop.
That's right, Josh. You email cast@geek-pop.com, and you can ask us any question, and we will read it live on the air and try to give you the best advice we can.
Or you head on over to geek-pop.com and ask us anything right there, too. There's a link.
You can ask it on the Tumblr. Josh usually fucks up with the Tumblr.
No, I do everything right. There's nothing I did wrong.
You do everything wrong. Josh.
Toby.
We have like 27 questions this week,
Good
but
Lord.
it's from like 3 people.
All right. You know what? Those people are holding it down.
Yeah, they're holding it down. They're
bros.
making this podcast go over an hour.
Yeah.
So if you don't like the length of this week's episode, you yell at these people. If you were like, man, I wish they would have talked more, ask us a fucking question.
I've never listened to a podcast where I wanted it to end, because then I would just stop listening to that podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. This needs to be a 3-hour podcast every week.
We're at 1. You know, we're slowly getting there.
Strap
we are
in,
slowly
people.
getting it. Strap in for the questions. Josh, I'm going to break them down one at a time for when people have a bunch in the same thing.
Okay.
You'll see what I mean. Josh, our dear friend Dylan.
Hey, Dylan. What's going on?
He has a bunch of questions.
All right. Hit me with Dylan's questions.
All right. He asked them on both Tumblr and the email. I tried to put all the ones together I could. Josh, we're going back to the old school. What are your thoughts on the newly announced Power Rangers reboot?
So this is the movie that they're making, right? The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie?
I don't follow it anymore. You tell me.
How do you not follow Power Rangers? Tell me.
I'm too busy playing Dota for hours on end. I can't be fucking watching Power Rangers
That's
anymore.
fair. Listen, we were seminaries. Is that the right word? That's probably not the right word. We were visionaries in the Power Rangers landscape for a while, and now you don't even follow. I don't follow that much either. I believe they're making a feature film, Tobias, about the Power Rangers, and it's a reboot of Mighty Morphin. That I'm excited. That could be really cool. That could be like a
Could this be the rated M Power Rangers adventure we always wanted?
No, it's not going to be rated M. Maybe
PG-13.
It'll get PG-13, but I doubt it. It'll probably.
Is Michael Bay making it? Will it be pissing monsters?
This seems like a Michael Bay joint, doesn't it? Like
the explosions at the end. Because strike a pose, the stupid robot jokes. It's all there.
Yeah, listen. If like the Megazord comes through and like pisses on something and then has a really racist Mexican accent, that'd be perfect. Like it would be a Michael Bay joint right there.
I'm in. I'm back in. But what we always could do is we could always just put a commentary on the podcast channel.
Yeah.
And then do it separately.
Maybe we should both go to the theater, separate theaters though, and bring our recording devices. Watch it
and just talk.
And just talk.
I wish Josh was here. Fake Kimberly's looking so good right now. I wish I could ask you about this. At the same time, Josh would be saying, "Oh, Kimberly."
Your commentary is smarter than mine. Mine is just mouth breathing and ogling at fake Kimberly. You know what?
Also, like shorts out halfway through because Josh's drool pulled up inside the fucking microphone.
That's a constant concern, a constant trouble. But honestly,
Josh, will you? Oh, sorry.
I'm still riffing on Power Rangers.
Yeah.
This is a bad idea, right? This is a terrible, terrible idea for a movie. Because who's gonna go see that? Like, kids don't even watch Power Rangers anymore. Who's gonna want to go?
It's
see
only
that?
people like us.
Exactly. That's not a big enough audience. I don't feel like.
Are the Super Megaforce people going to be in the movie, or is it separate?
I don't know.
Is it because if it's another Sierra Hannah joint, I might be full screen.
You might be full screen. Is that code for being really into a movie? Like I don't understand.
I started trailing off. I don't know what I meant anymore. We'll leave that one hanging there. That's the low hanging fruit. That could be a sexual innuendo. That could be Toby likes to go to the movies. That's whatever you want it to be.
Baby, I'm full screen right now.
Yeah. I'm letterbox.
I'm pan and scan up in here.
It's so big.
Yeah, it's so big you got a pan and scan. It won't all fit in the frame.
Josh, what's your favorite Pokemon?
Pikachu?
Charmander. Next. Josh, how do you make a good first impression on a girl?
Tell me, if I knew that it's literally the only thing stopping me from taking over the world right now. Like, world domination and me knowing how to impress girls is the only thing between that. I could get them to do anything I wanted otherwise.
The last time I think I impressed a girl was because I took her shit when she was like making fun of me like the first day at work.
So being a whipping boy is what we should do?
That was the last time I can distinctly remember.
Nah,
that's not the word. There it is.
I'm just going to wave that word off.
That's my last distinct memory of impressing somebody.
I don't think... Listen, I don't think you are two guys doing a geek podcast if you know how to impress a girl, right? You're out in the world impressing girls. Like, there's never a reason not to be doing that.
I could be spending this hour out impressing people. I could be spending this hour talking to Josh and the internet.
Yeah, those were the options. That was the Robert Frost era path that we chose. We went down this way. We can't tell you how to impress girls.
Josh, why do you not upload videos on your channel anymore? Or why don't I film and upload our Dota games on my channel?
Okay, so I'll film.
Next question.
All right, backstory on that. After our YouTube Overanalyzed series ended, we were both kind of like figuring out what to do next and stuff.
No, it took us like 6 months.
Yeah, we worked really fast here. But yeah, we were trying to figure out what to do. So you started doing Let's Plays, and I think you really like the Let's Play format, right? Like you watch a lot of them, and I think you enjoyed doing them, right?
Yeah, it's just I guess to answer my half of why you didn't ask me why I don't, but I haven't for a while. I just get these weird fucked up funks in life where I don't want to do anything, so I can't like force myself to be like, I'm going to talk to nobody for an hour and play a video game.
Yeah.
So that's usually what fucks with my motivation for doing stuff on the channel.
So that was my thing too. Like I did two or three Spelunky Let's Plays, and they're okay. But like I like playing video games like with you on camera. So when it's just like me having to talk at nothing for 15 minutes, 20 minutes or whatever, like it wasn't fun. It was more work than fun. So I sort of like I could tell like I wasn't going to keep going with them really, and. Yeah, that channel ended up, I thought we were going to use it for something else. We ended up not using it, so I took them down for that. So I might eventually start making videos again on, like, my personal channel. But honestly, like, podcasts are my love. Like, I know I'm doing 2 of those now, so that's probably where my focus is going to lie.
I think the only thing we might actually do is we're going to try to work on recording... Oh, excuse me, I burped. I don't know if you heard it, I burped, Josh.
I did hear that. Toby burped, everyone. It's
okay.
Yeah,
slow it down. Let's pause the podcast. But we're actually going to try to start recording our Dota matches.
Yeah.
Because along with me... We're past me acting like a girl already. That lasted for a week. Now we have the Banana Gambit, which I'm not going to ruin here. But I just want everyone to reflect upon what they think the Banana Gambit is. And at some point, you can probably see those videos at tobesplays.com.
All of those ideas are probably better than what actually the Banana Gambit is, to be fair.
Yeah, but then if people are like, I think the Banana Gambit is this, maybe I can escalate it to include other things.
Yeah, I think we realized today we maybe have too many gambits. We have too many things going on at the start of a game. But yeah, I think that would be cool if we did like Dota matches. That'd be fun. Get some.
We'll give it a try.
Yeah,
Josh, the final Dylan question.
Yeah,
he was googling our old podcast, and he found the "Shut the Fuck Up Josh" and "Shut the Fuck Up Toby" T-shirts. He wants to know. He wants to know that we own those shirts either for ourselves or for each other.
No, we don't. We don't at all. Did you buy any? I didn't buy any.
No. It's tempting to get now just to get one for you, but it wouldn't even be like supporting the proper podcast.
No.
'Cause that's money we'll never fucking see. That goes in Paul's goddamn greedy hands, and fuck him.
Wow. Yeah, so we don't get that. We probably should make some cool Geek Pop shirts with our new logo and stuff. We should probably do that. We should. I would buy one of those, yeah.
Coming soon.
Yeah. You heard it here first. That's how ideas happen. That's why it took this podcast 6 months to come out.
Josh, the next person that wants to talk to you and me over the internet.
Uh-huh.
Our friend Musa from last week.
Hey, what's going on? Our returning questioner.
Returning champion of questions. All right, here's his statement/question. It's a long one. So when it's time for you to focus, you gotta focus.
I should put down this controller that I'm holding for no reason.
Put down the controller and follow along.
Okay.
Josh, he just finished listening to the last issue of Geek Pop. He called it an issue and not an episode. I'm proud of that.
You almost messed that up too, by the way.
I did. He laughed the whole time. Thanks for answering my previous question. He apologizes for the shitty grammar he was using in the last email. English is, in fact, his first language, and he's going to make sure to fix it in the subsequent emails.
Wow, you must feel like an asshole.
As soon as I read that, I felt really bad. So this is the first apology shotgun. Boom, Musa. I apologize. I jumped to conclusions with the email.
What a jerk!
That's on me. That's on me. But you're the hero of the week. This is like issue 3 crossover Musa's podcast. Congratulations. Hopefully this makes it up to you. To follow up what we said in response to his last question, he already decided the best course of action was to step back a bit and just generally not rock the boat. Following this, he also talked with his friend about the issues and came to an understanding about behaviors that he should stop. That's that. Thanks for the response. He appreciated it. I feel like we solved the problem right there.
Nice. Good. Yeah. Play it cool.
So, Josh, his family has his... if you want to throw something, then go ahead. I didn't mean to interject.
No, I was gonna go on that. Yeah, like in that situation, in the situation he was in, like you probably don't want to rock the boat. I think he's definitely right. You want to feel that out at least a little bit more.
So his question for the week: his family has a history of male pattern baldness on both sides. His brother, when he was approaching his 20s, started losing his hair and is not pretty obviously going bald. You can probably already tell where this is going. He's coming up on his 20th birthday pretty soon and started noticing some hair fall whenever he takes a shower or runs his hand through his lustrous hair. He didn't call it lustrous, I did. Considering at least one of you has some personal experience on the matter, I was wondering how I should handle it. Should I try to salvage what's left of my luscious head or go the Walter White route and commit to the baldness like a badass and shave everything off? He eagerly awaits a response, whatever it may be. Peace out, chest thump. I don't know if I can chest thump. It's like in stars, asterisks. So I'll do a chest thump.
Chest bumping? We're doing a chest bump.
Yeah, that noise.
I'll do it. Ready? There we go. There's mine.
All right. P.S. Fuck Toby, Josh rules forever.
Woo! Yeah! Team Josh.
Even though I saw it in the bottom of the email, Josh, I still apologize to him. So maybe next week, if he writes back for a third time, which he's more than welcome to, maybe he'll say, I take back the fuck Toby at least.
Well, first of all, you are already like a little condescending about him writing back a third week, so he's still going to be against you, I think.
Fuck him! You know what? Fuck him. No more apology shotgun. Double blast. I'm taking it back. Josh,
no, I want him to write in every week. He's my man. He's my bro.
Right. So since you don't know about baldness because you're a fucking asshole.
Well, okay, so I have my own cross to bear, and that is early onset gray hair.
I don't care. I'd rather have gray hair than no hair. But so fuck
I'm
you.
I'm gonna be distinguished.
This question's not towards fucking you. Shut your fucking mouth.
All right, I'll still take pot shots at you randomly.
All right. So, I think I said the last time Josh made fun of me about this. Mine started falling out when I was like 20. My last decent haircut was like 22. And it's been all downhill from there. I used to just use the clippers, like the buzzer razor thing, the thing. With no...
Thank you.
I don't know if I was using the right words. But I used to do that down, so it was like 1/8 of an inch tall. And eventually, as more and more fell out and like the hairline receded and the sides went in, I eventually just said, like, fuck it, and just bicked everything, which I do all the time still.
Yeah.
It seems to work well for me.
That full-on, like, yeah.
The full-on shiny bald head, looks like it's lubed up sometimes when I'm sweaty. It seems to work pretty well. I mean, not to be, I guess, pompous or a douchebag.
Here we go, everybody.
Girls like bald heads sometimes. That's all I'm going to say. I also have the full beard, so it's like an ensemble for my face. To use ensemble again.
An ensemble for your face. No, it's just something to counteract it.
Yeah. So sometimes I make the joke, all my hair like melted from my head onto my cheeks, you know, just you make dumb jokes about it.
Or like, oh man, someone put my head on upside down. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like that fucking, it's like that, the doodle guy, we can like use a magnet to put like the metal shave, the magnet shavings on his face to give him a beard. Like it did that. It just all falls down. But I think the trick is, no matter what, at some point you just have to embrace it and you just roll with it.
Yeah.
Because...
Go ahead, yeah.
Oh, because like my stepdad, who I haven't liked most of my life, kind of okay now, like one of the things he usually gives me props for, he's like, he usually says it to my mom or sometimes to me. Like he'll give me credit for like having the balls to shave my head and just go with a shaved head and a beard. So as soon as you can embrace the fact like I'm fucking bald... I have this, you're good to go. Josh, our next and final question comes in from double question asker, Christina.
Hey, what's going on, Christina? Last week, Christina had nothing for me. Just completely forgot I was even on the show.
I tried to do that too, to be fair.
Everyone does, I think.
Here we go. Josh, OMG, she is so sorry. She never meant to hurt your feelings.
All right, I will accept your apology, Christina, as long as you don't let it happen again.
But you made her laugh so hard when you and I read the email in the podcast, she was in tears. So we brought it back around. We kept the fan.
But we also made her cry, which is, again, maybe the effect we have on women sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. I can't handle crying women, so you have to write in again or something and be like, I was crying tears of happiness and not sadness because...
You let them know.
I don't know how to handle that other thing, man. Josh, here's a question that you can answer,
Okay.
but she doesn't mind if I voice my opinion too.
I mind.
So it was
no,
it was geared. Fine, answer by yourself. Josh, Super Mega Force is going on break and won't return until September. Several of the new episode plots have leaked, and one of them is named "The Grass is Always Greener" or "Bluer." The plot is, she kids us not, Jake and Noah switch places. Saban literally used an old plot from the first season when we watched Billy and Kim and Bulk and Skull switch. What is your opinion on this switching? Because you and I are the only people that care enough about this.
I feel like isn't that a plot they've used on like every season we've watched? Like
at some point,
yeah. Switching places, I don't feel like is unique to that one episode in Power Rangers. I feel like they circle back around to that like every 10 episodes or something.
I feel like Megaforce is pretty much an entire reboot of season 1 in the first place.
Yes.
So that was our takeaway from it anyway,
100%,
in the first place.
Yeah.
So it's not really that big of a surprise.
No, and not at all. Yeah, I mean, I think it's intentional. I think the that's what they're going for is the homages and complete ripoffs of the first season. So might as well start doing individual episodes, I guess.
Yeah, you might as well. Josh, thanks for answering her question.
You're welcome.
She knows now she won't drop dead when she goes into PA for food, and she won't see us drop kicking a 2-year-old boy.
Hey, you never know. I'm not going to rule it out. But...
By the way, Josh, since it is Throwback Thursday and she couldn't find the picture of Josh photoshopped Toby and next to Sierra Hannah, she's going to go back a little farther. Hashtag Goldar's Portable Sex Dungeon.
Should we explain any of that, or...
Well, the only thing we're going to fucking explain is Josh doesn't Photoshop shit. I Photoshopped it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. Oh, man. If we don't give Toby credit for something, everyone watch out.
That's my fucking work, bitch! Listen, all I want in life is credit for the shit I do. Whether it's good or bad, I want credit for the shit I do. I fucking Photoshopped that creepy picture of me next to her twice. Once with, like, the scary face looking at her and the Yellow Ranger, and once trying to kiss her or some bullshit. That was me. I did that.
I like how you talk about this with such pride.
This is my internet dream! And I'm pretty sure someone tweeted that picture at her, which I regretted immediately.
Oh, yeah, that definitely happened, yeah.
But again, Josh, if you want to ask us questions, cast@geek-pop.com. Josh, we're going to wrap it up for the week. Josh, where else can we find you at?
You can find me on Twitter. I'm at GI_Josh. Or on my pro wrestling podcast, which is thegorillaposition.com.
You can also find me at tobesplays.com, where hopefully I'm going to start uploading some Dota replays of me and Josh screaming at each other. I get mad at Josh pretty easy in that game.
Why is your website not called Toby and Josh Plays then?
Because it's my...
People are going to be confused.
No, they're not.
I'm on there too.
They like when I lead you.
Toby, I'm confused.
Josh, I'm like the general. I lead you in the victory. I hoist you on my shoulders like that 12-pound bag of dog food, and we fucking ride in the sunset, brother. It's you and me till the end.
On your own petard if you're not.
I just gave you a fucking compliment, and this is how you fucking come at me.
How is that a compliment, Toby or Josh?
I said we ride in the sunset together. We're a fucking team.
I put you on my shoulders.
Fuck you. You can find me on Twitter at GirlsHeartGeeks. You can find us at tobesplays.com. You can, of course, find the podcast at geek-pop.com or on iTunes, where people left us reviews, Josh.
They did.
Reviews and 5 stars, and it makes us feel special as fucking shit.
How about this, Toby? If you leave us a review, we'll give you a special shout-out on the show.
I mean, then I have to look at the other ones.
Yeah, I mean...
Now I have to fucking reflect real quick upon their shout-outs.
I mean, what? No, it's from here on out, we're just going to start shouting out people that give us reviews.
Okay. Yeah. If you give us a review, 5 stars only, if you give me a fucking 1 star, I'm going to call you a piece of shit. I'm going to go hard.
But we're coming for you.
We're coming for you on the internet. But you give us 5 stars, we'll read it out.
Yeah.
At least the good ones, until we get, just thousands, and I can't keep track of them.
Listen to Toby already preparing for superstardom over here. Listen, as long as it's convenient for me, I'll talk to the little people.
Let me just stretch you out here. Let me throw my sunglasses on real quick and the khakis I don't have.
Too many people like me for me to care about all of them.
But just so I'm ready next week, the people that already left them, I'll read those next week as well.
Yeah, we'll catch them.
But please subscribe on iTunes, leave reviews. It helps us get ratings. It gets bumped up. If you're new and noteworthy again. And all sorts of good shit like that.
Woo!
Josh, I think that's it for the week.
That's it.
He's Josh.
And he's Toby.
Bye.
Later.
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 Bye.